you just mentioned your father with something related to toughness.
Yeah.
Right?
Balance.
Balance. He seems like one of the toughest men in India from the outside.
I mean, my dad's a dude. He's tough, but he's also very vulnerable.
Yeah?
Yes.
You need to be vulnerable to be an artist.
And an artist like him, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What trait of him do you think is very like alive inside your head?
Willpower. Yeah.
Intensity?
Willpower. Just willpower.
Going forward.
In anything. Just pick it up on Monday and keep on keeping on. We're pretty good at that. Yeah.
Tell me something about like now in terms of like this is a millennial to millennial conversation.
Right.
So I feel we grew up in a very different world.
How old are you exactly?
93 born.
Okay, so we're like still a little bit apart.
I think you and me are way more similar than me and someone 4-5 years younger than me.
I have to tell you something really weird. I would probably have more similarity with the 4-5 younger than you. It's so
why?
weird. That's what I've realized because I've been like speaking to kids who are like way younger than me and it's not the same things we like. Like I don't know all this riz and all that. There's something about my energy or point of view which seems more aligned. Yeah.
Like you relate more with Gen Z.
Yeah.
I think you have one of the loudest personalities in Indian pop culture today, and I say that as a compliment. Like, peculiar.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's not like gay man. Not that, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
As I kept researching for this conversation,
right.
I asked a lot of my Tamil friends about what it's like growing up in Tamil Nadu.
Tamil friends from Bombay or Tamil friends
from Tamil Nadu?
Okay, good. Well done, you.
Yeah, they're YouTubers, Kirti History and Madan Gauri.
Okay. Oh, Madan, I did an interview with him. Yeah.
So, I think growing up in Tamil Nadu is slightly different than growing up in the rest of the country.
I think so. I grew up in Chennai, so it would not behoove of me to say I know the culture of growing up in Tamil Nadu because that's different, you know. Uru to Uru, it's very different. Metro to metro, it's different. I grew up in Chennai, formerly known as Madras, when I was growing up. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Why?
It was just really beautiful. First of all, we had the most amazing beaches and I love the sea. So we had Marina Beach, Elliott's Beach, all of that, that's fine, Westnagar Beach. But my godmother, Auntie Ruku, she had a beach house. So we would be weekends by the sea, an empty beach with no other human being other than you.
Outside Chennai?
Yeah, it's ECR, East Coast Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goes to Pondicherry?
Yes, it does. You're right. So it's really beautiful. And I loved the mix of academic, intellectual perseverance, but humility. There's a lot of culture and history. India overall has a lot of culture and history, but I mean, speaking from my perspective, it's beautiful.
If you had like 3 friends who aren't from Tamil Nadu, what are 3 places you'd take them to show them what real Tamil Nadu is?
It depends on the personality of the friend, so I can't give you a generic answer. If it was a spiritual person, I think Tamil Nadu has the most beautiful temples with so much history. So I would take them on the temple runs. Foodie, so much food, preferably non-vegetarian, even better food.
In
Chennai, all over Tamil Nadu. Just as you go region to region to region, the flavors just change.
Like Chettinad.
Yeah, my God, so good, so good. Food, history. If you're someone who likes historical culture, it's just beautiful. The history of Chennai is really fascinating. And if you like just being like whatever and like experiencing a city, then there's a lot of fun stuff to do as well.
Like what?
You can go out party, you can watch a movie, you can go to a temple, you can go to the beach, you can like chill with people, you can do martial arts, you can do whatever you want. It's just like a lot of stuff.
Do you feel connected to Tamil Nadu
I do.
Throughout life? Like you identify with being a Tamil person?
Yes.
Very strongly?
Yes, I'm a Tamil punna first.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So, it's because I grew up there. I have a huge influence of my mum as well. And घर पे हम सिर्फ हिंदी बात करते थे, which a lot of people don't know. It was English and Hindi. My mum was paranoid कि इन दोनों बच्चों को हिंदी कभी आएगा ही नहीं because they'll be only speaking Tamil. So actually, Tamil suffered for many years because of it. So it was my dad going to be or not to be, and my mum being like, "Jis thali mein khate ho," you know. So it was just this thing. And I went to an English medium school, so my Tamil was weak for the longest time, and it's still pretty weak, I would say. But as I traveled the world and as I started living in Mumbai. So here's another thing is I've lived in Mumbai for the last 15 years of my life. And it's been a big part of my life. I moved here when my parents separated as well. So Mumbai as well has a very emotionally historic connect to me. Chennai is not somewhere I particularly chose to live all the time. And for me, the beauty of Chennai and the reason I don't live there full time is because when I go back, it reminds me of who I am. It's like my litmus test to keep in touch with myself.
Okay.
Yes.
You visit and you leave and come to Bombay.
Yeah.
Because they call this Karm Bhumi. Like your work happens here.
Yes.
How was your childhood?
I mean, it was fun. It was exciting because of my father and mother's career. I had an abnormal childhood in that sense of like, grew up on movie sets where we had elephants and Pomeranians that would walk up to you. And, that's insanely cool when you're 5 years old. I met all these incredible artists. They were just auntie and uncle to me. I didn't know who they were really. And we got to travel and see incredible places. And I had two really unique and individualistic people as parents, which was exciting. It has its challenges, but it was mostly exciting. Yeah.
And two artists living at home.
Yeah.
Which is a whole, like it's like a cloud of creativity going on.
And chaos.
And chaos.
Definitely. So the chaos is because both my parents were artistically mercurial people. So they both also had never been to school, mind you. So they didn't really have an idea of how to raise academic kids, which is really weird. My dad was from an extremely academic house. My mom, not so much. So I think they were like, I could see them learning to parent us while we were kids. I don't know if that makes sense. So we just always knew, and we also grew up in an atheist home, a non-religious home. So my dad hates it when I say this. We didn't have God at home. We didn't have your Sabbath, and we didn't have the, Tuesday ko vegetarian. None of that stuff that other homes have. Like they'd be like, oh, you're studying today. We had to give our books to the puja room, for the pujas and all. I was like, what are they talking about? It's so alien, the concept of religion and God. But somewhere in my child brain, I knew that art was God and that we were permanently surrendered. Any day of the week would be devoted to artistic endeavors. So in my home, art was God.
But what would art be at that?
Could be their movie, could be my mom making costumes for hours, could be her working on the sound design for a film, could him, my dad writing for 7 hours a screenplay, and us instinctively knowing that they were surrendering to something higher than our experience. But then I also grew up in homes which were very different. So my best friends are still my best friends from school, and their parents are like surrogate parents, because I realized that all parents are not like this. And I didn't always agree with it. So I was like, oh my God, stability. Yeah.
Wow.
So I know it seems like appealing, not every day. So I always find, I find myself attracted to stability. Yeah.
In people as well.
In friendships especially.
Yeah. I want stability only now, dude.
Stability is up to us.
I think a lot depends on who you choose to keep near you.
Yes. And my friends have been the most stabilizing, centering force in my life. I've had friends since I was like, my best friend and I have friends since I was 3.5.
What age did you realize you're your parents' kid?
Like famous people's kids? Oh, I think very early on.
What did you think about the attention you got in school for?
I hated it. No, my school was very cool. I went to a beautiful school called Abacus Montessori. And the school was very
fame obsessed.
Fame obsessed, money obsessed. It was very beautiful.
What did you dislike?
So our school was in Besant Nagar, this beautiful area in Chennai. We had a fence that used to be right on the main road. Chennai was much simpler times then. But I remember a ball rolled up to it. And I went to the fence and there was like 3 people standing. And they were like, "Ni Kamal Punnadana." And that is like, "Aap Kamal Haasan ki beti ho?" And I said, "Yes." And they asked me what he ate for breakfast. It just hit me. I was like, I don't think other kids in this playground are getting this. It's such a weird memory, but that's when it sunk in.
You must have been how old?
4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You felt like a lot of eyes were on you
No.
growing up? You had like your own space and everything.
Yeah. Like I said, the homes I grew up in, apart from my home, were like really simple, beautiful Tamil homes where I got a lot of stability, and they didn't treat me like, Kamal ki beti hamare ghar pe aayi hai. That happens sometimes in some homes, and I could smell it from far away. And I knew even as a kid who wanted to be my friend and who wanted to be my friend because of my parents.
How?
Because I had such good real friends, I could tell the difference.
Pattern recognition
Yes,
formed
pattern.
very early.
Yeah.
Hmm.